Hey mama, could you get up soon? I get so cold in the other room. Here I am, honey, half awake. Get yourself moving and you'll be okay. Morning star, clear and true. Your honesty could pierce my heart right through. Plans are paper, I'm afraid. Get yourself moving and you'll be okay. Hey Pepper, give us a shake in the newborn grass. You're sure to find a snake. Don't let the serpent change your pace. Get yourself moving.
It feels a little bit weird to be starting a vlog and it's already Friday. I don't normally start at the end of the week, but I don't think I've filmed much else this week, so this is going to be the start. I am sitting up here in the sewing room. It's a very chilly day today. The fairy lights of course are on. I'm just thinking about going to get a coffee to warm up. It is about, Alexa, what's the time?
The time is 3:33 p.m.
No, it's 3:30. And I've just finished a little batch of sewing, which I'm really happy to have finished. So I'm going to show you these baskets that are hot off the sewing machine. I am not a black girly, but I am obsessed with this black and sort of cream gingham. How gorgeous is that? And not only is it gorgeous, it's brushed cotton, so it's like cozy jammies material, but I love this. And then do you know what else I love? And I've put these two together and thought I need to do this as a combo. The mustard, how good would this look? The mustard on the outside, that on the inside, how, oh, they look so good. That's coming next. I've had to order more of the mustard, but that combination is just so nice. So I've done a few more baskets, but I have tweaked these a little bit. Let me grab another one just to let you see a different one. I have got this other tartan fabric, which is also a brushed cotton, and it's quite a bit thinner than these ones that I use, like the canvasy fabrics, but they've all had a slight improvement, and you can probably tell what it is already. They were too floppy, and I've made them stiffer, and I'm really happy with them, and now they stand up all by themselves, not just when they're full of stuff. So I'm really pleased with that. How nice would that look next to your Christmas tree with your Christmas knitting in it? So nice. Love these so much. So I did pan the video over them a little bit when I took that footage there, but I'm just going to show you. I mean, this is proper candy cane, isn't it? And teamed with red inside. I've got this lovely one too, and I teamed it with that new green gingham. I think I might have shown it in a previous vlog. And I think that's so nice. It's not proper Christmassy, but it could still get away with being Christmassy, but it's really lovely. This is a really fine needle cord. I don't know if you will just be able to make that out. And a very soft floppy fabric, but it is managing to stand up too, so I'm really pleased with that. These are the large baskets, and they are really large. And I've got dots, which I teamed up with more dots because I thought, why not? And it actually looks really nice together. And you've just had a little glimpse of this one as well, so I'm really pleased with how these have turned out. I could take the photos now, but I'm not sure that I'm going to. I want to pop downstairs and I've got an idea for a video for my Patreon channel, so I think I'm going to do that and get that out of my system, and also just have a little break from being up here, because it feels like I've been up here so much this week. Because I've got a desk up here. This is where I've been sitting to do a lot of uni work, and I had my test last week. Thank you for all the good vibes. I've not had my results yet, which is really frustrating. I want to know how I did. I think I did okay. I sat down to the test and saw the first question and I thought, I have not revised the right stuff. So that was a little bit worrying. And a lot of the times were objects that we had to identify the time period they were from. So it would be between like 4 time periods, like Mesolithic, Neolithic, Iron Age, Bronze Age, and it could be so close as to which ones they were from. And because I hadn't really revised that, I was just taking a guess. So really my choices were sort of 50-50 because I could narrow it down a bit. So I think it's just going to be luck if I've picked the right one. So I'm a bit annoyed at that, but there were other parts to the quiz too. So hopefully I've done okay. So I had that last week. I had an essay due in today, which I've been coming back to a couple of times and just tweaking a little bit, and that has been submitted today. It's done, can't make any more changes to it now. I'm kind of pleased with it. I just hope it's okay and hope it's what they're looking for. You just never know. So that's done, and the work just keeps getting piled on. Apparently there's another test. I did 2 classes. So we had a test for one class last week and I've got a test for the other class at the beginning of December too. Although that one has shown us some mock questions, which is really useful. And I've got a group project to work on as well, which is tricky because we're having to do it through Teams because we're all remote. So that, yeah, my weekend's going to be spent working on a bit of that, I think. So yeah, it's just, everything is just piling on. And of course it's coming up to Christmas, and as a small business it can be quite a busy time too, which I'm not complaining about. It's just everything all at once. It's just so busy. So yeah, I've had a really busy week. I think I've got a bit of fluff in my eye, a bit of fabric fluff or something. So yeah, it's been a really busy week. I've been here at my desk sewing, here at my desk working on my essay and on my computer and stuff. So the week has flown. It doesn't fly when you're really busy. So it's Friday, I am on my own. I am looking forward to just a chilled night. I can't wait. I wish I'd got a bottle of wine, to be honest. I've got a nice dinner planned, and I'm just going to relax. I finished watching Riot Women on iPlayer on BBC One. Watch it. Go and watch it. Everyone needs to watch this. It was incredible. It was so good. It had a bit of everything and I really loved the characters and I thought it was written brilliantly. It's written by Sally Wainwright, who wrote Happy Valley, which is also fantastic. So I finished Riot Women and was gutted when I realised I'd finished it. I've been watching Frauds, which is on ITV. I recorded it, so I don't know when it was on, but that's got Saran Jones in it and Jodie Whittaker. I'm really enjoying that as well. It's a bit more light-hearted, but that's really good. Watching anything else? Watching Department Q on Netflix as well, but I'm not watching that so quickly. That's weird, very weird. So yeah, I've got some TV to watch tonight. I'm just going to chill and get cosy. I probably have some lectures to watch over the weekend as well. I'm going to a ceilidh tomorrow night. I've never really been to one of them before. No, I've never been to one of them before, so that will be something different. I'll try and take a bit of footage of some dancing if I can, because I know that some of you in other countries would love to see Scottish country dancing. We learnt this at school. If you went to school in Scotland as a teenager, at Christmas time, your PE lessons turned into Scottish country dancing lessons and you had to dance with boys and it was just the worst thing ever. It was horrible. You'd be sat on one side of the gym hall and they'd be sat on the other, and either the boys or the girls would be told to go and pick a partner, and it was just mortifying and you just wanted the ground to open up and swallow you, and it was horrible. So yeah, I do know how to do some of the dances, or I did. It'll probably come back to me, so I guess I might get up and do some dancing. So yeah, it'll be a mixed bag this weekend. Thank you for all your orders for the Christmas stockings. I've had a few. I'm going to put in a little bit more footage as well, because the last lot of footage was right at the end of the vlog, and I know that if people don't make it to the end then they miss out on certain bits, and I need to get better at putting the important bits right at the start. So I'm going to pop in a bit of footage about the stockings just now. myself that coffee. Does anybody else make themselves a hot drink and spend so much time faffing about that their drink is no longer hot anymore? When I make a cup of tea, I'm constantly having to reheat it in the microwave. I haven't reheated this up, so I'll have to drink it quickly, but I thought we could have a little book chat. I finally finished The Sun Sister that I was reading, the 6th book in the Seven Sisters series. Try saying that fast. It was a whopper of a book. It was 600 or 700 pages, a real thick one. I've talked about it quite a lot lately because I've had it for so long. I've probably mentioned it quite a lot of times. I started the book probably at the same time I started my uni course, which was a really bad idea because I spent a lot of time being overwhelmed about my uni course and not having the time to read. So it took me a long time to get through it. I did enjoy it in the end, but I felt it was a little bit rushed near the end of the book. So this book and the previous one in the series I didn't enjoy as much as I enjoyed all the others, unfortunately. The Sun Sister was by Lucinda Riley, and I've been in a lot of charity shops lately and I'm getting confused because I did see a book by Lucinda Riley and I was tempted to get it, but as I've said before, some charity shops are a bit more expensive than others and I think it was a pricier one, so I didn't bother. I can always get them from the library. I need to do a little bit of an update in my reading journal. So I've got one of my little journals here. I have jazzed it up a little bit with some beads. I made a little chain thing there, like a bag charm. And I've got, let me show you, I've not shown it for ages. I think I just said I need to update it as well. Came in handy actually because someone was asking me recently for recommendations for their book group, and I went through my little list here of everything I've read in 2025 and I was able to pick out some really good, like some of my favourites for her. I'll need to check whether she chose any of them, but I need to update a few. Yeah, so in this book I've got books that I'm reading, like physical copies, but I'm also keeping audiobooks in here too, so got quite a few to add. I have, the last one I had in there was The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue, which I really enjoyed. Finished that a while ago. I've since listened to, what did I listen to? Can't remember. I'm gonna have to go and look on my Spotify to see what I listened to. Sure, I enjoyed it. Oh, The Book of Witching by C.J. Cook. I started listening to this book and I thought the narration sounds really familiar, and then when I had a look back at one I had recently listened to, it was the same author and the same narrator. So I read a book a while ago, or listened to a book a while ago called The Lighthouse Witches, and this one was another one by the same author called The Book of Witching. I do quite enjoy books about witches, but more so in the historical sense, and they do have a little sort of magical side to the books as well, like not a fantasy, I don't know if you'd call it fantasy, but I just found it really intriguing that they were based on real events that they'd found from witch trials and stuff, which makes everything all the more gruesome to listen to and really, really awful actually. Yeah, I'm not making it sound very enjoyable, but I really did enjoy it. It went between nowadays and back to a woman who was getting tried as a witch. So yeah, it was uncomfortable listening to at times, but the fact that it was a true story or based on a true story was, yeah, just difficult, but really interesting. Oh, I have put The Sun Sister in here, but that's because I must have put it in when I started reading. I'm just about to finish another audiobook, and it's called, because it's November, I decided to look for a Christmassy book. But I didn't want all lovey-dovey Christmas. I wanted something a bit more interesting and exciting. This one's called The Christmas Eve Murders. It's just coming to its conclusion just now. It wasn't brilliant. It hasn't been brilliant. It's okay. Some of these books are just so like, oh, woman's car breaks down and she goes into the village pub on Christmas Eve and they all like welcome her and she ends up joining their quiz team and it all happens on Christmas Eve, and it's just like, it's just too much. I need a bit more reality. just too sweet, too sickly sweet, apart from the murders obviously. So yeah, it's alright. I mean, that's kind of what I was trying to get away from in terms of a Christmas book, but never mind, I'm nearly finished it. I've started another one as well because my Spotify hours ran out, so I went over to Libby, the free library app, and I found another book, and it is, what's it called? Give me a minute. Murder on the Christmas Express by Alexandra Benedict. I read one of her books last year, and it was, I forgot what that's called as well. It won't be in my book because I started my book this year and I read that book at Christmas. It was something to do with the Christmas puzzle game or something, and I really did enjoy that. It was set in a big old house and a family came together, sort of an estranged family, and someone had left them clues to solve. I think it was based on the 12 Days of Christmas. There's a clue each day and they had to solve a puzzle, and I really did enjoy that one actually, so thought I would enjoy this one being by the same author, and it's not predictable or sickly sweet or anything like that, so yeah, hopefully I'll enjoy that one. I haven't got a physical book on the go yet, but I would like to choose one. I kind of associate audiobooks with work because I listen to them when I sew. I listen to them in the car as well if I'm going on a decent journey, but I do like to have a physical book because I find that is more relaxation for me, because I'll read in the bath or I'll just take time out to go and like lie on the couch or lie in my bed and read, and I really do enjoy that. So I've got a couple of Christmas ones here. I think I showed you one in my previous vlog, which was The Maid, Nita Pro's The Maid, something to do with Christmas. So I've got that one, which is just a short one, but I've also got another couple here that I have acquired this year. So I've got One Day in December, which I got in a charity shop. I've shown this in a vlog already, by Josie Silver, who I haven't heard of, but just thought I'd give that one a go. And I've also got this one, a Jenny Colgan one called An Island Christmas. I thought I had, is this set in Scotland? Yeah, something to do with Scotland, I think. The northern edge of the world. I'm guessing it's something to do with Scotland. It says something about whiskey. My friend Sarah sent me this one. It was a lovely gift. I think it was last Christmas. So I said I'd put it away and save it for this year. So I'm looking forward to reading that too. I'm probably going to read this one first, just because it's a bit more special, because a friend chose it and sent it to me. Oh yeah. I've even kept the card again with it. Oh no, it's not. It's not from Sarah, it's from Jackie. Sorry, Jackie. Right, yeah, so that is probably what I'll read this year. And if I've got time, I'll get through both of those, and maybe even the Nita Pro's one as well, but that might be a little bit ambitious, but I don't know. I also need to pick out a Christmas jigsaw. I can't wait to do a jigsaw. Every new year when I put my jigsaw away, I say to myself, I'm going to do jigsaws all through the year. I don't just have to wait till Christmas, and I never ever do it. It's crossed my mind to do one, and I've never got round to it, but I love getting my jigsaw out with Christmas. Christmas for me is like so much relaxation that I don't do through the rest of the year. Anyway, I've got another couple of new books to share, charity shop ones as well. Now these were buy one get one free, so I got both of them for £1.75, which I think is okay. I keep seeing Claire Douglas, and I've seen this book a lot of times. I've been tempted to buy it a lot of times and I've never got around to it yet, but I saw this one and thought, right, I'm having that. I think it looks a little bit dark. I listened to a Lisa Jewell book this year, the first one that I've read of hers, and it was dark. I'm thinking this might be like along the same sort of lines, or like the Girl on the Train, that kind of dark thing to it. I mean, it says there's many twists and turns, every family has its secrets, some more deadly than others, so it looks a little bit chilling, but I am going down that route a little bit. And then I saw this one called The Haven, and it's by LJ Ross, and I want to read her series. She's got a series about I think it's a detective inspector. It's a long series though. I did buy one of the books, but it's book number 6, and I hadn't realised it was a series until a viewer of the vlog told me. And of course I want to start at number 1, but I've never found number 1 yet. So I saw this one by the same author and thought that would be good actually to get something to see if I like it. Her books on this series that I want to read seem to be set around the country. So there's, oh, here they are, DCI Ryan. So the first one's called Holy Island, then you've got Sycamore Gap. There's one called Cragside. Now I went to Cragside House in Northumberland last year, so I'm really looking forward to getting to that one. The Hermitage, that's here in Scotland, in Perthshire. Bamborough, is that what I've got? Yeah, I might have the Bamborough one. Oh no, that's book number 19 that I've got, so it'll be a while before I read that. Yeah, so I'm enjoying the series that I'm reading just now, the Ruth Galloway ones. But there's another series I can get into, the ones by L.J. Ross. So this one says a summer suspense mystery, so I will save that for summer to read. I'm going to just sit here and finish my coffee. It's getting darker and cosier and closer to Friday evening, which is very nice. I'm going to sit and update my, nearly dropped out my coffee there. I'm going to sit and update my reading journal. I have got some journals in my shop. I've got at the moment I've got the small, same size as mine, but it's the embossed one, which is embossed with flowers, which is really pretty. It's the same size and it comes with the same inserts. So you get 3 little notebooks inside. That one's plain, one with brown craft paper, and there's a lined paper pad. I sell extra pads in my shop. I think I've even got the grid ones, which is what I'm using at the moment, which I think look really nice for, I was going to show you a journaling page, but it's completely covered. I like having the lines just for journaling on too, as well as writing on. But I also have the larger size and the embossed one as well, and it comes with the same 3 journals. So if you fancy having a go at journaling, then I've got some journals in my shop. These would make brilliant Christmas presents for anyone you know that's crafty, creative, likes making lists, or for that person you just don't know what to buy them. If a whole journal seems a bit daunting to you, whether it's the large one or the small one, I've got these little project notebooks in my shop, and they would make a perfect little like practice journal. So I think that's what I did. I just got a notebook and started off journaling in it to see if I liked it and enjoyed it, and of course I did, so I moved on to a journal. That is a little bit bigger than the journals that I've got, so it wouldn't unfortunately fit inside it, but they're very cute, and they've got my little lady on it with her pot of tea and her basket of yarn and her bookshelf and her cat. And yeah, so these are project notebooks, so great for keeping track of your projects, but also, like I say, if you want to have a go at journaling, then it's a nice little place to start and a bit more affordable as well. And my Etsy shop is also full of stickers, washi tapes, paper packs, stamps, all sorts of things that you need for journaling. So if that sounds like your cup of tea or your cup of coffee, then go and have a wee look in my shop.
I've just received a Gusto box for the week. I am pretty excited by the recipes that I've got this week. I will show you them. I've got this Mexican style pulled chicken burger with paprika fries. That will go down really well with Joshua. He will love that chicken, I think. And I've got gochujang chicken fried brown rice, which sounds really, really tasty. My mouth's watering. I love all this kind of food, the fried rice and the soy sauce, garlic, ginger. This is red wine fable mushroom ragu tortiglione, which sounds great. I've seen these fable mushrooms before, or I've heard of them. I'm going to come back to that in a minute and tell you about them. Cheesy black bean enchiladas, just fancying enchiladas lately. And I've got mushroom Wellington with onion gravy and mash, which sounds really yummy. I love vegetarian food. Joshua does not like mushrooms, so this is my dinner tonight. He's not here, and I should have enough left for lunch tomorrow because I think they all serve two. But the fable mushrooms, so these are mushrooms that are sort of typically quite meaty, which I know is a bit strange to talk about mushrooms, but I saw them in the packet and I was like, oh my god, what are they? But that's the mushrooms. They look like meatballs. Can you see that? So I should be able to shred these. Oh, excuse that nail varnish. That finger smudged. The rest are fine. This one's smudged. They look weird, don't they? They don't look like a mushroom. They do look really meaty. So I'm quite excited to try them. That'll be my first time trying those. But I love mushrooms, so I hope that will be really nice. And I love pasta. Who doesn't? So these meals, I picked them more with me in mind rather than Joshua, to be honest. He might eat this one. He will definitely eat the chicken burger, which we're going to have tomorrow night for dinner. But I've got 5 meals there, and I got my box because when I've shared the code in the past for a Gusto box, I get a credit on my account. So I had £20 credit on my account, and then Gusto sent me an email saying that I can have 50% off if I ordered a box. So my box was £27 for 5 meals, which in itself is pretty good. But I had the £20 voucher, so it only cost me £7. So I think that's brilliant. I'm going to put the code in the box below the video. If you'd like to try a box, I think they're offering you 65% off your first box at the moment, which is an excellent deal. And if you use my code, I'll get a credit on my account as well. And basically you're feeding us. So thanks to anyone who's used my code in the past. I have shared it quite a bit and we've had quite a few boxes thanks to that. But it really is lovely, and as you can see, the meals are really tasty and they change on a weekly basis. You get everything you need. We've got all the little extras in there. That'll be like garlic and the soy sauce and all the sauces and spices and things. I'm going to get this lot in the fridge. I'm going to read my recipe card, see what I need to do tonight for my Wellington, which I'm really looking forward to trying that. Where is it? This one.
feels like it's got really dark there all of a sudden. There's just that time between about 3 and 4 p.m. at the moment where one minute it's okay to film and take photos and then suddenly it's a bit too dark. But I've just sat down with a nice cup of coffee. And I was just thinking, I think the vlog started with a cup of coffee as well. Why not? I actually made a coffee because I was going to take some photos for something else that I'm doing and I wanted a nice cup of coffee in the photos, but it's a bit too dark, I think. I'll have to do it again tomorrow, which means I'll have to make a coffee again tomorrow. I have had a rather busy day today. I've had a busy weekend actually, so let's catch up. I think I last spoke to you on Friday. Saturday I had a bit of a migraine. I didn't feel great actually, but it went by the end of the day. And I was determined that I was going to the ceilidh. I think I told you about that. So I went to the ceilidh on Saturday. It was my first ever ceilidh and I really, really enjoyed it. I was up dancing. I had a really good time. I surprised myself. I'm not really a big one for dancing and stuff. I was at a party or something, but because it was a ceilidh and it was Scottish country dances that were all like choreographed and that we all learnt at school, it felt okay. And I really surprised myself because I haven't done some of those dance routines in about, gosh, longer than I care to admit, over 20 years. Oh, 25 years, my God. And I still remembered how to do the dances, which is really funny how it comes back to you. So I had a really good night. I've had a really nice weekend actually. I had intended to start working on my university project for my archaeology course, but I just wasn't feeling like up to it. My eyes were still really sore following the migraines, so I didn't do that, but I have taken some time out this morning to work on that and at least I've made a start. I've also got my test results from the test that I had for my class a few weeks ago and I got 80%, which I'm very, very happy with. And the test results, there was a bit written by the teacher as well and she kind of confirmed exactly what I'd said, that I hadn't really revised like the time periods and relating to which artifacts, and that was exactly what my test results showed. She said whilst some of them I got the time period wrong, my description of the artifact was spot on, so that was good. And we also had to do a little written section which she said was very good work, so I'm feeling really pleased with that. Very, very pleased. It's weird to have tests again as a grown-up when you've not been in the education system for so long. So that was nice to get the results. I've handed in my essay on Friday as well, so be interesting to get the results for that. But it could be a few weeks yet. I'm sitting here once again. There's always a hot water bottle just out of sight, and I've had a hot water bottle all day today. I think it's been really chilly. We had quite a frost this morning and we're supposed to get a bit of snow this week, which is going to be a bit of a shock because it's been quite mild up until now, so this week is going to be a bit of a change. I started reading this book the other day. I think I talked to you about this already. Turns out this is a book in a series and I have already read one of the other ones in the series. I think the one I read was The Little Island Bakery or something like that. Somewhere at the Little Beach Street Bakery? The Summer Seaside Kitchen, that's the one I've read. Something just seemed very familiar in one of the names and I was like, oh, yep. So this is a follow-on, so that's quite nice. It's very easy going, easy reading so far. I've been picking it up and I read some in bed last night just to get another few chapters through, because what I really would like to be able to read a few Christmas books this year. Sometimes I manage one and it drags on and on because I don't get around to reading it, but I really would like to do it. And I think I've mentioned before that I really need to make time for myself to do these things. Otherwise I just get caught up in work and university work and it's just really stressful. So I need to be more mindful in taking time to do these things. And do you know what? I cannot wait. And I think I said this last time, I can't wait to get my Christmas jigsaw out. I'm so looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to the second week in December where all my university work will be done. I've got another test then as well. So yeah, there's a lot of things in the diary that are due for university, so I need to get those out of the way and then I can just enjoy Christmas and enjoy relaxing a bit. So I am going to edit this vlog and get that put together. I've already uploaded the fabric baskets that I showed you at the beginning of the vlog. They are all now listed in my shop. They are gorgeous, I love them, and I'm so pleased that I've got the thicker wadding in them. They all stand up on their own brilliantly, which is great. I've been meaning to make that change for ages now, so yeah, they are new and improved. The Christmas stockings are listed in my shop as well now, and I just need to plan what I'm going to sew next for the rest of the week. Decisions, but I have got so many gorgeous fabrics to choose from that I'm sure it won't be too difficult to decide. Anyway, I am going to finish my coffee and I better sign off, otherwise you're not going to see me in a minute because it's getting so dark. I'm going to get the washing in and then get cosy for the evening. So thank you for watching. I hope you've had a nice weekend and I will catch you next time.